The closer you get to this position at impact, here, where you're able to touch your left knee with your right hand, the better you are going to strike it. Like, I mean, way better. So if we compare some of the best ball strikers over the last 10 years, or even 20 years, or even more actually, Ben Hogan, Tiger Woods, Tommy Fleetwood, they all have something in common. As they come into impact, they get lower and cover the golf ball, whereas we look at most club golfers, we tend to get a little bit higher. Now we're going to use a Moe Norman drill today, and I've got my own little twist on this to help you cover the ball and strike your irons. If you look at me here and place a line on top of my head, I swing back, I come down into impact, I get just that little bit lower. Now we've already established that a lot of golfers get higher, and think of the importance of this. Like, imagine there's a little person in that hoop. If you go lower, you move your arc ahead of the ball, you're able to now hit down on the golf ball. If you stand up, our hoop is then moving up like this, and that's why we get the thins, that's why you get the fats, and that's why you really struggle to strike your irons. So let's get into this Moe Norman special drill. Dead easy to set up. Come here. You're gonna grab 2 T-pegs, put your grip down just like this, and place both those T-pegs just ahead here. So we've got roughly a grip width and T-pegs down. That should be the focus of where you're staying low to. Okay, 3 parts to this. There's other little tweaks and my variation to this just to help you simply understand. Let me help you walk through this simple process to strike your irons. Now, you might be thinking, Alex, why do we need to get lower? Well, it's simple, and this is the logic behind it. As I get forward shaft lean, look at this. Where does my club head go? It goes in the air. Okay, so if I swing now without getting lower, I'm just gonna miss the ball. So the whole idea is, for us to have forward shaft lean, we need to get lower. Now, let's go to this Moe Norman drill. The focus is that we're gonna swing low through those tees. We're gonna imagine that's where we're trying to be low down to. Okay, so we've got our focus point. What I want you to do is feel this. Now, watch really closely what I do. I have an element of shift, rotation. Now, to get a good feeling, what I want you to encourage is place that golf club just in front of you, in front of the golf ball, in between the T-pegs and the ball. Just like this, just in front. And then we want you to have a little bit of weight shift and a little bit of turn. Now look, I want you to stay here, just feel this. Now, so many golfers learn with feel and learn with a visual. Now, when you're doing it yourself, it's so hard to visualize this. So let's get the feel. So stay here. Now, you know you're in the right position because you can touch your left knee. You can touch that left knee there. Really feel that position for me. That really feels like I've got lower, I'm covering it. I'm sort of, you can't be sort of ripped off the ball at this stage, can we at all? So again, so place it in front, feel it lower. Now, what I encourage golfers to do then, before we move on to stage 2, is just hit some away, really focusing at that point of the T-pegs, we're trying to be low. So watch this, and we're gonna hit this softly, and I'd also say that as well. That's the feel. Remind yourself, I can touch my knee, right, okay. There's a shift here, that's what I'm looking for. Here, oh, did you just hear that noise? I hardly touched that, and it's ripped off. Like, come and look at this divot. This is exactly what I wanted to show you. Look at this. T, divot, swung through these pegs. Okay, let's move on to stage 2. Now, I realised that I brought stage 2 into this because some of us won't learn with just stage 1 of feeling it. We need a little bit more focus. We need a little bit more of a process to work through. So, what I want you to do now, so we all know Moe Norman was a brilliant ball striker because he didn't move this way, jam and get ripped up off the ball. He was over it. He was covering it low and able to touch this. Now, it's just a reminder, and if you're new here, welcome. We're powered by you, the viewers. We're answering this question today all around ball striking, not only with the long irons I have here, but with any irons. If you want to get involved in this, it's dead easy. Subscribe, turn the bell, and just pop your query down below, no matter how big or how small. So, The second stage, I want you to have a few practice swings and just finish around this height. And the idea is really quite simple of, we have the shift, we have the turn. I want you to finish low enough to be able to touch the inside of our left knee. If you've come up and been ripped off that ball, you won't be able to touch it. And don't be scared to put a bit of force in this. Get a feeling of what exactly we're trying to do. So what I would now encourage you to do, if you're in a lesson with me, hit one away just like that. And the goal is, can you touch your left knee after you've struck the ball away? And I'm saying struck because your ball striking is going to go from here to here. Okay, so let's hit this one away. Just a little swing. Again, I'm not trying to hit it hard, just a little one, and feel that position. Back. That's the goal of what we're trying to do. Just be in that position, not be ripped up and move off it. Now, I've got one final piece of information. If you look closely at my knees before I hit this one here, and we'll play the video that I just hit. Look at that slow-mo of me hitting. You'll realise that my knees don't move outside the line of my feet. So you imagine, right, from that down the line, there's a line here. My knees aren't moving off that. I'm trying to feel so my knees stay inside my feet line. That way I find golfers react in a brilliant feeling of, okay, there's more natural and open rather than stand and shift. A really nice, simple swing thought to finish on here. You got your process, use your Moe Norman drill. My favourite is just feel that through the tee pegs, come back, and then think about the knees not going outside the toe line. Simply like that. And that way, you're going to be able to strike it better, take it to the course. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel.